Namaste everyone, and welcome to this beautiful video. We're going to touch on the essence of the twin flame relationship and initiate you a little bit about the concept of it and the background of what the twin flame energies and the connection of love and how they work together might be. Now, we know that people are interested in finding soulmate relationships, and often the word twin flame gets brought into the conversation as well. And we see, for instance, here on this beautiful divine card, the essence of these two people in this united feeling of spiritual harmony. And that is the essence of the twin flame energy. Now, one of the ways to describe it is when we are first brought into Genesis as a soul, in the very spiritual conception, the beginning essence of creation, long before physicality takes place, we are the structure, if you like, of a bond of DNA. So we're very much entwined as if we were a DNA structure. And as we come into being, our soul moves apart. The DNA formation of our soul moves apart into two, and therefore we then start to incarnate into the physical realm, and we experience lives on this plane as humans. Now, we can experience many lives for various reasons, and most of the time we choose to come in, we selectively choose to be here and experience the lessons that we do for our own soul's growth. Every life that we come into, we are here to learn lessons, and the particular lessons that each of us have are unique and individual to our souls and our spiritual needs. Now, this particular crystal here is a Lemurian gold healer that has a key in it that unlocks past life essences and feelings. Now, if we assume that we reincarnate perpetually, each time rectifying issues that our soul needs to learn to grow, to become not perfect, because I don't think anything is ever perfect, but to become more pure and more understanding and more spiritually connected. With each life that we live, we get closer and closer to the light again. And this is the light of love. And this is, if you like, that energy of Christ love, or white light that can surround us. Now, as we become closer and closer, the likelihood of our DNA reconnecting and forming our whole soul again becomes much greater. So after many, many journeys and lessons learned and growth, we have more chance of finding or connecting again with the twin flame essence of the origin of our soul. So with that information in mind, it would make one think that we're only really going to connect with a twin flame when we are in our last incarnations on earth, when we are ready to head back to the spiritual dimension to become one again. So many souls are still journeying through their dynamic learning lessons and their sequence of growth. So the twin flame energy, they may fleetingly feel it or fleetingly connect, but it may not be here to unite permanently. And for those people who have reached the epitome of their growth and spiritual essence and are connecting again, some of the signs of twin flame unity are that you will feel this amazing heart connection. It's not necessarily even so much about a physical attraction, because this unity is very much a soul unity. You should feel it from within, and the connection that we have with our souls is through our hearts and our emotions. So you will feel the connection there at a very deep level, and you will feel this expansion as if you are going beyond the dimensions that we currently exist in. You will feel as if your body is travelling beyond this dimension, as if your mind and your emotions are greater than the experiences you've felt before. So the depth at which this connection or this energy will bound with you will be so profound, it will be like an ecstasy that you almost can't put a name to. Sometimes the relationships, when they do come into this plane and they do unite, they are very synchronistic. You can have many things in common. It's almost as if you would look at each other and go, oh, I can feel this like a twin. You can almost feel as if you've lived similar past lives before, as if you've had past life connections, which you possibly have had, because you will have fleetingly met up together in previous lives. Just kind of touching each other and saying, I'm still here and we're still headed in the right direction and we will meet again. There is also the possibility and probability that just because it's a twin flame relationship doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect or easy, because these relationships, like everything else, as I said before, there's nothing in them about perfection, but what they are is connection at the very core essence and the very beginning of your soul's inception. Now, what I think most of us here, even though we have this understanding of twin flame energy, we don't know when the souls depart this plane and they're reunited as a twin. What do they do when they get back to the spiritual plane, and what goes on from there? One assumes that as they've united and formed this holy bond, this holy togetherness, that their essence and strength and light and love becomes more and more profound. And it certainly does do that when it's here on earth. Often the meeting of the twin flame relationships is not so much about your own personal love or fortitude. It's about the harmonizing and the gift of love and light, this transformational energy when it gets together, that it gives back off out to the planet and to other souls. It's like a key turning an engine. For every twin flame essence that comes together and reunites with its soul, it's lighting a candle and providing this immense amount of light and pure love, which goes towards the overall positive raising of vibrations for the planet and all living life forms on it. So in real terms, twin flame is a selfless love. It's about giving and not so much about your own desire to feel your love. It becomes very much an outward love that you are lighting the pathway for others to pick up the energy from, as if you're a generator. And that's the essence of twin flame energy and love. And indeed, it will be the end point that a lot of souls are here to connect back with that singularity, that point of singularity, of essence, of beginning. And it would almost be like the Big Bang in reverse. So it would be a very profound connection, but it is about the giving out. And true love is selfless, and it's not about the individual, as indeed a twin certainly isn't about an individual, but rather about the connection of the twin essence. So there we are, everyone. Thank you for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed this little piece of information regards these relationships and energies. And we are led to believe that there are more and more of them occurring on and around the planet at this time. And in part, this is to help people raise their vibrations and to achieve the harmony that the planet needs, and for the human race to connect at the positive high-end vibrational levels. Again, something that we all need to do. So wishing you all much love and light and twin flame connection. Kia kaha, much aroha.